What's up, YouTube? Today we got a yo-yo review to do. We got the Topyo Photon. This guy right here. Whose rims are huge. The Photon is made out of 7003 aluminum body. And these big beefy rings are 7075 aluminum. And we have a zipline Coraline string on the Photon right now. Love the zipline strings. Shout out to the Park family, bunch of great people. I really appreciate every note they send out with every order, and great string, great folks. The Photon wasn't my first undersized yo-yo. That was this guy, the Magic Yoyo N8 Dare to Do. And this retails for about $13. And fine yo-yo, here it is. Here it is next to the Photon. As you can see, it's just a smidge narrower in diameter. And the width is just a little bit narrower too. Oh, if I can hold them straight. It's just a little bit narrower in width and a little bit smaller in diameter. Also, just got this guy yesterday. This is the Yo-Yo Empire Little Fox. It's a bimetal from Yo-Yo Empire that's also undersized. And if you can see right here, this is the comparison of the two right there, the Photon and the Little Fox 2. And you can see that the Little Fox 2 is just a little bit narrower than the Photon and a little bit bigger in diameter. So the Photon is a lot wider than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting an undersized throw to be upwards of 43 millimeters wide. That's fairly wide for what we consider a small yo-yo, for a pocket yo-yo. And I love it that it's this wide because it makes it easier for me to land the yo-yo on the string. As someone still learning a lot of the tricks, that's invaluable. I've been playing this yo-yo semi-exclusively for about 2 weeks now, and it's a lot of fun. It's got everything you could ask for. It doesn't really vibrate much. I'm not too big into the whole fingernail test because if I can't feel it on the string, it's fine. I'm not going to nitpick about just how precise the tolerances are between one side and another, how exactly symmetrical each side is. I'm not going to quibble about that over with a $35 yo-yo. That just doesn't make sense to me. So it's smooth enough. It spins a long time. It's got a great width. It's got a great diameter. I've been able to land a couple chopstick tricks a couple times with it, and it's really easy to just to get your thumb under there for the thumb mount, and I don't know, it's just really convenient. It's a very good yo-yo for learning tricks as long as you don't mind an undersized yo-yo. But for an undersized yo-yo, it's wonderful. I really like the Topyo Photon. On the other hand, the biggest drawback to the Photon is probably the weight. It weighs 67.4 grams, which is quite a lot for such a small yo-yo. And it's all in the rims. These 70-75 weight rings are just enormous. I don't really understand why they had to be that big. Maybe because had they been stainless steel, they could have been a lot smaller, because stainless steel is more dense than 70-75 aluminum. That'd be my best guess. So in order to give it these beefy weight rings, the compromise had to be made with weight. At 67.4 grams, that's quite a lot. But it still plays very competently and very capably, as long as you don't bind too soon and get smacked in the hand, as long as you treat it like a 67 gram yo-yo. Also, some people might want to quibble about how Topyo is calling it a bimetal when it's two alloys of the same metal, which would be a bimaterial monometal. Try saying that. A bimaterial monometal. But that's really neither here nor there. If you like, you can talk about that in the comments. Feel free to discuss. Personally, I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I know what they meant, even if I'm not going to call this a bimetal. It's got metal weight rings, and that's what yo-yos with metal weight rings have been called, with the exception of hybrid plastics. Just thought of that. So it's a heavy yo-yo, but it's a great yo-yo. It's really good price point at $35. You don't have to break the bank on the CLYW pickaxe at $90. That's fine if you can afford it. I'm happy for you if you can. But $90 for me, that's a yo-yo that I would want to baby too much. And I feel like undersized yo-yos were meant to be taken outside. But enough talk about the Topyo Photon. Let's go throw it around and hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. Enough horsing around. Let's throw some yo-yo. Just kidding.